What's up, PricePlow Nation? This is Mike here, and yes, it's true, she does exist, my lovely wife, Jill, and the latest member of our team. So welcome aboard.
Hi.
Welcome to PricePlow.
Okay, so when we were at the 2018 Arnold Sports Festival, we interviewed Protein, who is just launching their protein popcorn, but they also have a vegan protein chip. So when we did that, a couple other companies reached out to us, and one of them was right here, iWon Organics. And so this is a protein-powered chip. Most of these flavors that we're about to test here are vegan, but the one I'm holding actually is not, because that's ranch. And so Jill's a little bit on a restricted diet, so to speak, so getting protein in has been a bit of a challenge. Like, what can't you eat right now?
Right now I'm pretty restricted. No dairy, no eggs. Pork is out as well. So I've been struggling to try and get that last bit of protein in at the end of the day, middle of the day, all day.
Right. And so what you start seeing is that a lot of the stuff that she's eating and drinking is pea protein based. Yes. And like that Ripple milk, fake cheese, like all this stuff. And so these are actually the protein source for the majority of this is actually organic pea protein, and but these aren't like necessarily low carb chips. If we look at through some of the different macronutrients and different flavors, you'll see that we do have in a bag here about 195 calories, and the bag is 42 grams worth of product, and with that you're going to get 9 grams of fat, 25 grams of carbohydrates, and 5 of that's dietary fiber, so about 20 grams of active carbs, and then 12 grams of protein. Right. So this isn't by any means like a low carb chip or anything. It's just trying to get your protein back in skew, as opposed to eating like a full on like Tostitos kind of chip that's like nearly all carbs. But these actually are corn free. There's a lot of stuff free: gluten free, non-GMO, soy free, organic, kosher. And then on yours, it's going to say vegan. This is the only one that's not vegan because the ranch got the milk stuff in there. You have mostly rice flour is where a lot of the chip is. And so one of the things is, like, when you're trying to get into a higher protein diet, a lot of people miss the crunch. It's tough to get crunchy stuff when you're like looking for different sources of protein. Like you mentioned, you don't like always want to eat protein bars or...
Yeah, sometimes I just want something to grab and go, so a bag of chips is perfect for me. I don't necessarily always want to grab and reach for a protein bar, another protein bar, another protein bar. So just kind of mixes it up. And
she's not a big shake drinker, so all the protein powders we have here, well, most of them are dairy anyway, so we're not doing that. And so typically what we do on these channels is that we're gonna go through and we're gonna taste all these. We do have to say that we received these bags for free, but as you know from following us, we are very real with our reviews, and we're gonna give it like it is. I'm expecting, we gotta decide kind of what hat we're wearing, because a lot of these chips are vegan chips, and so vegan stuff in general is a little bit more bland. The pea protein sometimes tastes like peas a little bit, so we're gonna see if if we have that. But I'm kind of gonna put on my vegan hat and realize that a lot of these people don't have access to a lot of protein sources. Like, you're still able to eat beef and chicken and stuff, at least, but that gets a little bit old too. So this is a good way to add in a couple numbers. So we're gonna put on our vegan hats for the most of them, and what we do is we like to weigh out a bag to make sure you're getting your money's worth. And so we'll do that right now. And I'm expecting to get 42 grams in this bag. Which one do you want to open up first, though? We have a couple.
Yeah, we have a couple. I just want to say, like, I'm really impressed so far with how thick this bag is. So many times you buy chips and it's just really flimsy and thin, and this is pretty. I feel I can throw this in my bag or purse without it crunching and getting munched up right away. I just thought I'd
nice. That. These are the things that we don't think about when we have, like, me and CJ on this channel, like actual usable things. We just like grab them and we don't care. We'll just chew up a bunch of beat up chips. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my other phone out now, and we're gonna do the weigh out. Which flavor do you want to weigh out?
Let's just do the one you have in your hand first.
Okay, so you get the first look right here. These definitely kind of got beat up a little bit. We got some big ones. Anyway, 45 grams. So actually, you have a little bit extra. That meets spec for us. And if you're crazy about counting calories, then you might want to add like 5 or whatever, 10 extra calories. But passes the test. Now it's time to give them a taste. All right, round 1 is the ranch. We're going to shoot in some B-roll for the... Now this is dairy, so are you willing to take one for the team here?
I'm going to take one for the team. I'm just going to probably have 1, maybe 2, but I'm not going to go crazy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you. No cheers? That was rude.
I didn't know you did chip cheers. Dang. I'm in trouble now. Your thoughts first?
I really like it. It reminds me of growing up, my grandma used to have these crackers with vegetable thins, and I could literally suck down the whole box. It had seasoning on it. And it's very similar to this ranch seasoning. I like it.
Yeah, there definitely is a bit of that Doritos Cool Ranch flavor, but there's also a blandness somewhere in the middle for me, and that is the pea protein chip. And honestly,
I got bland right at the tail end. The flavor held strong for me all the way from the beginning to the middle. I'm gonna do a small piece here.
But the flavor comes back, and so like the pea protein blandness goes away, and I still have ranch in my mouth. And so that's kind of what I like. The crunch is obviously there, so they have that for sure. And so that's you know, from the rice flour and everything. Overall, I think this is like a very suitable thing, but you got to realize this is not the vegan chip. So for people looking for protein chips, I've really only had the Protes and Quest chips, and I honestly forget what the Quest ones were like. Those were whey protein isolate based, but the Protes one, they had a couple spices I thought that may have been a little bit better. I'm not a huge ranch fan, but the chip here itself, I think like the base chip is better from what I'm like kind of gathering here. What flavor's up next?
Can we move on?
Yeah.
I definitely want to do, let's do Sriracha.
Ooh, okay.
Yep.
Same calories and everything?
Same everything. Same calories, 195, serving size, yep, 42 grams.
Okay, cool. We don't need to weigh out every bag. They've already passed the test twice, actually. That bag we opened last night was, again, 45 grams. You know what? They have an easy open tear thing right. Look at this. I'm not sure if we can get this zoomed in. See that tear right there? Boom.
Why, thank you, sir.
There you go. See? Cheers. I honestly don't
That's
taste.
fun.
You like it?
All right, so here's what, oh, wait, just wait for it.
It came later. I honestly didn't taste anything for like 10 seconds.
Okay.
And then I had a little bit of heat, but it was like, to me, it was like cayenne pepper or something like that.
So I had a touch of, I'll say, hot sauce right in the beginning, like the very first tip on the tongue. And then it blended into the ranch we just had, probably.
We should have drank water between our...
Yeah, but I have to say it ended like on a perfect mild Sriracha flavor for me. Like I like it. Like I want another one.
See, for me, I didn't get the pepper up front at all. I got nothing, and then I have an aftertaste of pepper, but it's not too much that would scare anyone. I have a very high tolerance for hot sauce, so my judgment might not be as good, but yours is like more reasonable for most average people out there.
Yeah, I'm not a super peppery girl, or I don't like things super hot, so I might be more of on the lower side. I definitely tasted it in the beginning and at the end.
I only got it at the end. It's like all I taste is aftertaste. See, the thing is, I'm not a huge Sriracha fan of the actual spice itself or that sauce. It's like not my favorite thing. So I'm actually kind of happy. I'm just getting some cayenne kind of red chili pepper here. I'm not getting that specific Sriracha kind of taste that you get from the bottle, which to me is a good thing. Outside of Sriracha, we started with the ranch. You see that we have sea salt. There's barbecue, and then what do you have right here?
Cinnamon French toast. That's going to be interesting.
That sounds awesome. We got to do that one last, I think. And they all look the same. It kind of got that dark brown kind of color to it. I've dipped this in a guacamole. These chips are strong enough to be able to do that too.
There's nothing exciting about the flavor of this one to me, but it's sea salt. But you're absolutely right. This is what I would serve at a party or get together with the salsa or guacamole for sure.
If you serve this at a party, would
would.
you tell them that it was a protein chip?
No, I would not.
Oh, really? Okay,
No.
cool. I think I would. I would be like, yeah, there's a reason why this is all different. There's just a little bit of the blandness that comes with a pea protein chip, but I don't know. It would be easily covered up by your guacamole or salsa.
Absolutely.
For sure. The one you've been talking about, barbecue. Smells good. There you go. Good flavor. Awesome. I have nothing bad to say about this at all. This is the one you serve, This is the one you serve at the party. Barbecue all the way.
This is really good.
I think, I don't know if there's a variety pack. They're sold at Vitamin Shop. I'm sure they're sold in a lot of like local retailers, Sprouts kind of places and everything.
I believe our HEB has them, California, Bristol Farms.
Okay, cool. Because when you buy it online, like at Vitamin Shop, you got to get one flavor, like 8 bags. And so like right off the bat, #1 barbecue for sure. When you have a vegan chip, pea protein, I think you just gotta smother it in spices. And when you eat the barbecue, you get like the full frontal assault with everything. Sea salt needs more salt, a lot more salt in my opinion. Ranch needs a little bit more ranch. This is just like tons of barbecue. I'm gonna take a look at this under the light. It doesn't look like it's got a ton of spice on it. It looks kind of the same as everything else. It doesn't look like anything special, but there's definitely like a lot of that barbecue flavoring right on it.
There is. And it's not, I don't get that, what I call fake barbecue. Some potato chips that are barbecue chips, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
like that fake, it's really bad. This is integrated really well into the chip for a barbecue flavor, in my opinion.
Yeah, so barbecue seasoning, evaporated cane sugar, organic rice flour, sea salt, organic tomato powder. Then they have some yeast extract. These are some interesting flavors. and then organic onion powder, paprika, then there's the chili pepper and garlic and all that. So interesting how they did that. And yeah, overall, the barbecue right away, this one looks like a lot of spice on it. Right away, you're like, okay, that's what's supposed to happen here to cover up the like pea protein kind of thing. Last but not least, we've got to try out these cinnamon, what is it? Cinnamon French toast.
Yes. Okay. The first chip though, like it faded away towards the end. I lost my churro flavor.
Poor thing.
I lose it at the end, which is disappointing for me because this is a really good flavor.
Yeah, there's no aftertaste at all. But there's not a bad aftertaste either though. Some of the other ones, they had like the blandness come in and out and everything. You just get everything kind of disappears a little bit. Well, that might be part of the plan because then you keep
you keep eating more.
Yeah, you keep reaching for more. So yeah, this is semi-familiar because the protein popcorn, they had a sweet cinnamon one, and this is I think this is way more churro-y though, maybe just because of the texture of the chip. This is the same thing though. They have plenty of the spice, cinnamon sugar really on top of this. So it's still 25 grams of carbs. So there's less than half a gram of added sugar to this. I almost don't believe that.
Well, what were your favorite flavors?
You know, I want to say cinnamon French toast, but I don't know if I want to buy. Oh, if I was going to buy a whole box of them, I wouldn't want a whole box of sweet ones. Also, I've been low carb dieting, so like the sweetness is just like, oh man, I've been missing that a little bit. So I kind of want to say this, but for realistic purposes, I'm going barbecue, and then I'm going this.
Okay. For me, barbecue followed up with the Sriracha. Surprisingly.
Really? Okay. And then sea salt. I think sea salt's a good addition, just because you can, if you're making guacamole or anything else, then this is something that it's just gonna work with a lot of stuff. I think though, there's no reason to be bashful. I would actually add more salt to this myself. Like sometimes you go to the restaurant, you add salt to the chips. This needs even more of a salt treatment, but these would work in a like a fitness party atmosphere where you want to throw it with some guac or some salsa would be no problem.
And these are sturdy chips too, by the way. Meaning you can definitely dip these in something other, like maybe the French toast cinnamon one here. At night, just for me, maybe I dip it in Greek yogurt back when I'm on yogurt, or just something fun and different.
Overall, for being vegan and vegans needing more protein, vegans not having as much fun stuff to eat, these are totally PricePlow approved. Now, for everyone else who's like the bros who just want to eat some protein and stuff, I'm not gonna approve all the flavors, but I think the sweet cinnamon or the cinnamon French toast, I think the barbecue, I think are PricePlow approved in terms of the chips. Now, when we were at the Arnold with the Protes, we were so quick about eating the chips. It was all about the protein. I really want to do a side by side to see which protein chip is better, because both companies are saying some pretty outrageous things about having the best protein. Here we go. So I guess they recently reformulated this, and the greatest protein snack you'll ever have. I don't know about that.
That's a pretty bold statement.
That's a bold statement. But for the vegans out there, there's a little bit of credence to that, I think. So yeah, these are good. They also have protein crackers, apparently. PricePlow approved for a couple of these flavors, for sure. Vegans, I definitely think you should definitely take a look at it. And then for everyone else, barbecue, sweet cinnamon, for sure. Do you have anything else?
Subscribe to our channel.
Boom. All right, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Oh, it's PricePlow.com/iWon, IWON, to save money on these if you buy online. Otherwise, see you at the store.
Welcome to PricePlow.